Alright, what's up guys? The World Cup final is done. Spain win. I don't know if you guys can fucking see me, bro. The sun is insane here in London. It's not hot though. Spain win 1-0. I watched it here in London. I didn't watch it at a pub. I watched it at there was alcohol and rubbish, but it was more of a restaurant pub place. People are nice there and stuff. Watched it with the people. Most people were supporting Spain, like me. Vamos España, let's go. Lamine Yamal, guys, wins a Euro and the World Cup in a matter of a year. Kylian Mbappe hasn't done that, bro. Kylian Mbappe, he won a World Cup at 19, just the World Cup, not the Euro though. Okay, Mbappe never won a Euro. Lionel Messi in tears. Is he done from international football? I don't know, okay? Let's talk about the game. Guys, I was expecting better from Dani Olmo, Yamal, and Oyarzabal, okay? All of those three played miserable. They all played miserable. I was expecting better from them, but they played miserable, okay? I was expecting better from those three. So you're telling me, and Nico Williams that isn't fit. We know Nico Williams can do well with Spain. We've seen it in the Euro. We've seen it, in the Nations League, okay? Nico Williams, he's not an amazing player, but, he can do well. So you're telling me a Nico Williams that isn't that fit creates the goal for Ferran Torres? Ferran Torres, who's not good, guys. Ferran Torres can score you goals in the Champions League and stuff like that, but he's inconsistent. That's why in all my videos I've been saying, I don't like Ferran Torres. I don't like him. He's not good. Because he's inconsistent. Sure, he gets you these goals, but Ferran Torres is not that kind of striker that you rely on in big games like this. But in this occasion specifically, Ferran Torres proves me wrong, okay? So I'll give it to Ferran Torres. Then, guys, Argentina, they made the game competitive. I said, if you watched my prediction video before the World Cup, okay, I made a video before this. I think I made that video like 16 hours ago or something, where I predicted, I gave my prediction of this game. I said 3-0 Spain, Dani Olmo to score, Lamine Yamal to score. Okay? That popped. That wasn't right. Okay, I got it wrong. It ended up being 1-0 Spain. Yamal didn't score, or Oyarzabal, or Dani Olmo. Ferran Torres, Nico Williams assist. I said Spain was gonna dominate this game. They kind of did, guys. It's just I wasn't expecting Argentina's defense to be this good against Spain. Argentina, Lionel Scaloni, they played the right way, which is park the bus, okay? That was the correct approach to play against Spain, which is just park the bus. Tagliafico, all these guys in that back line cooked for Argentina for until extra time. But, Spain had chances. The thing that's disappointing, Spain had chances. Yamal could have done it. Dani Olmo had a bad game. These guys could have done it for Spain, but they didn't show up, really. They didn't show up. Yamal only scoring one goal this World Cup. Look, I love Lamine Yamal. I'm a Real Madrid fan, guys, by the way. I still love Lamine Yamal. He's entertainment in football lately. He's the guy. Besides Kylian Mbappe. But Lamine Yamal in this World Cup campaign has been disappointing. Only one goal on Saudi Arabia, and that's it for Yamal. So disappointing World Cup from him. And in the final, he just keeps showing us why it hasn't been a good World Cup for him. Dani Olmo, we didn't see the same Dani Olmo we saw in the Euros. So, Oyarzabal, okay, he scored a ton of goals this World Cup, but you know, he's similar to Ferran Torres. He's a bang average striker, guys. So of course, you know, of course he didn't score, you get me? And he had a moment where he was in the penalty area. It was him or Dani Olmo, where it's like the decision making is just bad. So Spain had multiple opportunities. Argentina defended well, but there were some clear-cut opportunities that could have translated to goals. But again, they didn't take their chances. They weren't clinical. The decision-making in the penalty area wasn't good enough until a 50% fit Nico Williams. And guys, if Nico Williams, by the way, was actually fit, this World Cup, we could have seen a way stronger Spain. We could have seen a Spain that could have probably won every game. I mean, Spain in this World Cup were undefeated. However, there was a game against like Capo Verde where it ended 0-0. Imagine they had Nico Williams in that game. They would have won that game. Spain would have had like full wins this World Cup. So imagine they had a fully fit Nico Williams. I mean, they would have been so fucking good, man. They would have been even more stronger than this. So if you think Spain is good, bro, imagine they hadn't a fully fit Nico Williams. Because we know what he's capable of with Spain. He's, you know, I've watched him with Bilbao this season. He's really not that good. Like, he's not an amazing player, but with Spain, he can cook. And then Argentina in this game, they played the right way. They parked the bus. It lasted, you know, until extra time. This game, by the way, should have not went to extra time, okay? That's why I said 3-0 before a ball was kicked. Because Argentina, by the way, overrated, rubbish. Without Di Maria, they're nothing, guys. I'm telling you. Without Di Maria, they're nothing. So they did what they could do, basically, Argentina. They did what they could do, you know, against Spain. And they played the right way. You shouldn't play toe-to-toe with Spain. Unless you're like a France or a Morocco or a Portugal. You don't play toe-to-toe with Spain. So they didn't play toe-to-toe. They parked the bus instead, and that's the way they should have played. And it lasted as long as it could until Nico Williams came on and Ferran Torres and changed the game completely. Okay? Then, what else? Then, you know, Vamos España, Copa Mundial, they lift the trophy. Rodri lifts it, and Rodri gets player of the tournament. Look, that's deserved. Okay, I heard some stupid people saying, Messi should have got it, Messi should have got it. Look, football, this is what I'll always say, guys. Football is not all about stats sometimes, okay? It's not all about stats. Sometimes, bro, you know, you gotta use your eyeballs, okay? Rodri has showed up every game for Spain this competition, okay? And Messi hasn't showed up every game. Sure, he has the 11 GA. You know, a lot of you guys in the comments have been telling me he's the best player, Messi, because he has 11 GA. Okay, Messi has been excellent, okay? Messi has been excellent. But if you use your eyeballs, guys, Mbappe has been better. Rodri has been better. Cucurella has been better than Messi. So, fully deserved player of the tournament for Rodri. Okay, he lifts that. Okay. Kubarsi got best young player in the tournament. That's deserved as well. Okay, Yamal was disappointing. And Kubarsi, who was bad with Barcelona this season, showed up with Spain, cooked with De La Fuente. So he deserves it as best young player in the tournament. And then, what else happens? Mbappe, as I predicted, guys, Mbappe was going to get top goal scorer, okay? I told you he was going to get more than Messi. I said this before the World Cup even started. Mbappe was going to get top goal scorer. And, you know, you can give best player to Mbappe or Rodri, no problem, okay? Or you can give it to Cucurella, you know, Olise is also debatable. So, but Messi is like Messi's up there, but I wouldn't say you give it to him, okay? I know I'm gonna get a lot of BS in the comments. What are you saying? You're a Ronaldo fan. Bro, I'm a Ronaldo fan, but like, if you tell me Messi's the GOAT, I'm not really gonna argue with you. You know what I mean? That's just preference, you know? You can say Ronaldo's the GOAT, Messi's the GOAT. No problem with that. But if you use your eyeballs, guys, Messi, best player in the competition? Are we serious, guys? I don't know about that. I don't think that's valid, you know? You know, stats, okay, 11 GA, but Mbappe, if you use your eyeballs, Rodri, Cucurella have been playing better than him. Guys, this World Cup was fun. Tell me in the comments what you think of the final, obviously. What did you make of the final? Okay. I thought the final was actually competitive. I was expecting, you know, better from Spain. But, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, the games were late. Some World Cup games were late. So that's the only problem with this World Cup. You know, the games were late for European viewers and stuff like that. But it was a fun World Cup. It was a fun World Cup. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Peace out.